When you buy a pair of headphones nowadays, manufacturers will often recommend that you download its companion app on your smartphone in order to unlock the product's full capabilities. And while this might seem like a no-brainer, you might be surprised to hear that there are some serious caveats associated with downloading these apps. I'm Harley Morano with SoundGuys, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of installing headphone companion apps. To download or not to download? That is the question. First off, let's talk about two key reasons why you might want to install headphone apps, one of them being firmware updates. Headphone manufacturers will often release important firmware updates for a variety of reasons, from bug fixes to product improvements and even to add features. And they're not always good about letting you know when these updates are coming. A good example of this is with the Sennheiser Sport True Wireless Earbuds. When we first tested the device, we found that the earbuds greatly overemphasized low frequencies. This resulted in bass notes sounding over 3 times as loud as they should, leading to an unpleasant listening experience. After updating the firmware, the Sport True Wireless Earbuds now produce a sound that closely matches our target curve, especially in the low to mid frequencies. By the way, if you want to read our full review on the Sennheiser Sport True Wireless Earbuds, be sure to visit us at SoundGuys.com. Another example of an important firmware update can be found from earlier this year. Back in February, Bose released a firmware update for the Bose Quiet Comfort 45, which added the ability to EQ the headphones through the Bose Music app. Unfortunately, you only get access to 3 EQ bands, but hey, some control is better than none. In addition to firmware updates, installing headphone apps also gives you the ability to customize your user experience with the product. For example, the Sony Headphones Connect app allows you to remap touch controls, set up 360 reality audio, adjust ambient sound control, EQ, and that's just to name a few. Now, it's clear that these headphone apps are designed to help you get the most out of your earbuds. Unfortunately, all of these conveniences and additional features come at a cost. And I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about your privacy. You don't normally think of data collection when it comes to headphones, but it does happen, and to an uncomfortable degree. For example, Bose received a lot of backlash in 2017 for tracking what users were listening to and sending that data back to the company to be sold. And Bose isn't the only headphone manufacturer to do this. Even Sony, Sennheiser, and many other brands tend to collect a lot of your personal information when you hit I agree on the setup screen. And this information may include your name, your date of birth, device usage, and even your location information. And while many brands allow you to opt out of their data collection services, it is not the default. In fact, many headphone apps force you to agree to the company's terms and conditions before you are even able to use the app's features. On top of privacy concerns, some headphone apps may also cause your phone's battery to drain faster. Now, this is mainly due to headphone features that require the app to run in the background. Adaptive sound control is a location-based feature found on Sony products, which can adjust your headphone EQ and ANC depending on your location. And while this may be convenient to some, it's likely to also harm your phone's battery life, not to mention the privacy concerns we mentioned earlier. So where do you go from here? Well, if you ask us, we'd recommend downloading headphone apps only when you need to run firmware updates or adjust headphone settings, and then uninstalling it right after. Some companies even let you update your headphones firmware on a device other than your smartphone. Bose, for example, lets Mac and Windows users perform updates using its Bose Updater desktop app. If you're adamant about sticking to your smartphone and don't want to go through the hassle of reinstalling apps, then you'll at least want to opt out of any data collection programs. Now, this is typically found in the Help, Privacy, or About sections within headphone apps. And if you don't plan on using location-based features such as adaptive sound control, double check that the feature is disabled. If the apps offer some sort of feature that you just can't live without, like an EQ, then consider using a third-party solution or an in-music app option, like with Amazon Music. And we have a whole list of the best EQ apps on our site, which you can check out in the link below. If you want to learn more about any of the products mentioned in this video, be sure to check us out at SoundGuys.com. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see next, and while you're down there, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified when we upload next. I'm Harley Morano with SoundGuys, and until next time, happy listening.